Alrighty guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here for another cash stuffing. This is going to be August week number 2. And before we get into the actual cash stuffing, I'm just going to do a quick little preview of my Excel spreadsheet that I showed you last week on the iPad, which I will pull the iPad up or else maybe just follow along on it on my MacBook. But I am going to just share my screen and kind of show you what I ended up with last week and then what the plan is for this week. Probably by the end of August, I will kind of work through the different little kinks and stuff in my spreadsheet. I've already thought about several different things that I want to add compared to what it was last week whenever I did it. So I'm still kind of working through some things, and I just want to get it to the way that I like it and that I feel like it will work best and also be easiest for other people to use. Without further ado, let's jump over here to the Excel spreadsheet and see what we got. Okay, so here on this page, just a quick little recap. This was last week, week number 1 of the month, and I kind of went through after I got through with the video and filled in the actual amounts compared to what I had budgeted. Mostly the difference is going to usually be over here in the savings challenge area. So for the most part, I followed most of it. I did forget about the flower scratch off just because I forgot to pull that one out. And then the panda challenge, which was one of the little it's one of the little thank you cards from Celissa from one of my orders from her. I didn't have it on here, so I didn't budget anything for it. So that kind of worked out that I put 15 in it, and I had budgeted 15 for the flower scratch off. So all in all, the totals worked out. For the rock, paper, scissors, I did put 15 extra dollars, and then the buzz around challenge, summer savings challenge, piece of the puzzle, diamond challenge, all of those were right on with what I had budgeted. And then for the savings jar, I did put in $47 because I always have a little bit of extra money from what I clean out from my wallet. And then I did $85 for the 100 envelope challenge. Of course, I am not the one that is determining those numbers. That is coming from our friend Alexa over here, and she's a little crazy, so if she picks a super high number like that, then it's usually just going to be the one. I'm going to go up here to what I had budgeted for the full month. So this was the monthly budget for what I intended to put into cash envelopes, sinking funds, and savings challenges. So this is actually going to pull and total up all of the weeks down below. So this is basically just showing what I have budgeted for the month and then what has actually happened. So now we are getting ready to go to week 2 of the spreadsheet, which is going to look exactly the same. Now right here is where I thought of something that I need to add in, and I may have to do this on separate pages or something, but I don't have a weekly breakdown of the full budget. I just put the monthly budget up at the top, but I don't have that weekly breakdown. So I may have to insert some lines, copy that, and have that if everybody wants it. And then another thing that I've thought of is I can put a formula out to the side to pull over like the cash amounts for each row and total that. But anyway, that's just something that I'm thinking about as I'm going through it. I'm like, oh, I don't have like a little monthly breakdown that I can do this week. And I didn't really think about it until I got up here ready to update this and start recording my video for this week. So, yeah, so we're just going to go with what we've got this week. So this is our budget for week number 2. And for groceries, dining out, shopping, miscellaneous, not a big change there. That's all that's going into my wallet, which is a total of $380. And then you can see down here at the bottom, I have $430 allocated for sinking funds, and then the remainder $566 allocated for savings challenges. So I'm going to total all 3 of those numbers up, and that will give us our total cash, which is $380 plus $430 plus $566, so $1,376 is our total cash that we need. So now that we know our total, so $1,376 is our total in cash, and really the only thing that's going to change again is going to be over here in the savings challenges. If these amounts are, you know, I kind of like guess at what I'm going to save on some of them. A few of them I do know the actual amounts, but most of them it's kind of a guess, and it kind of dwindles down as I get down to the end. And I'm not budgeting anything for the 100 envelope challenge, so depending on how much I put in that, depending on how much I have left in my wallet, will kind of determine what that amount is going to be. So with that being said, this is my little game plan that I'm going with, and what I'm going to be checking as we go through the cash stuffing. So let's just jump right into that. Alrighty guys, we are ready to get started on our cash stuffing, and I have my cash here, my cash tray. We should have $1,376. Let's give it a quick count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 50, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 7, 20, 40, 60, 80, 8, 20, 40, 60, 80, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220, so that's 1,220, 12, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 1,300, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So $1,376 is what we have, and that is what we are supposed to have. So I love it when that works out. So that is fabulous. Let me get the cash in the tray real quick, and we will get started on the wallet. And I may be looking over here to the left, which is where my laptop is sitting. You know, maybe I can set it up in the corner over there so I don't have to look that way. Give me one moment. Let me set my laptop up over there in the corner. Okay, so let's get started with our wallet. I have it here, and let's see if we have any money left over. I think that it is pretty bare this week. I have spent a ton of money. Some of it has been in preparation for my granddaughter's birthday, and then other is just a spending that I have done. So I have $21 left from my grocery money, and I'm going to go ahead and take that out and put that towards savings challenges. And then I don't think I have anything left except for a little bit of miscellaneous money. How did I get behind that? I took something out. That is supposed to be, hold on, let me fix that. That makes me crazy. Okay, there we are. We are back in the correct order. Yeah, so I have $10 left of miscellaneous. I'm going to leave it in here because we are getting ready to go on vacation soon, and I want to make sure that I have plenty of cash. I will be probably cleaning out my vacation fund next weekend. Right after I do my cash stuffing, I'm going to take all the cash out and take that with us to Florida. So super excited about that. So with all that being said, let's just stuff this real quick. This will not take but a moment because we're going to do so we're going to do 300 for groceries. 1, 2, 300. And then for dining out is going to get its usual $40. So 20, 40. And then for shopping this week is just going to get $20. Oh, that's a nice crisp one. Hold on. Since I have to fold it, and I know I'm going to spend it, I'm going to get one of these ugly bills. If y'all know me, I only like pretty money. So, but this wallet money is always going to be spent, so, and it's folded. So I can definitely put the non-pretty money in there. And then miscellaneous is also going to get $20 as well. So we've got $30 in miscellaneous. And that will literally take care of the wallet. And yeah, I spent the rest of my money. I've been to TJ Maxx, I've been to Marshall's, I've been running lots of errands. So now we'll probably have quite a bit left over out of our grocery money this week because I don't think that I'm going to meal prep this weekend just because I'm not really in the mood and I would rather spend it doing other things and getting ready for Florida. So anyway, that is the wallet. Let me see if I have any change. Hold on. Is there any change in here for Penelope? There's literally just the tiniest amount. I'll wait and clean it out next week. Okay, so that's going to take care of the wallet. And Set that to the side, and we are going to get started on our sinking funds. So we will start with the black binder. And so household is going to get $25. And let's see what that gives us in household. Because I definitely need to, Charlie's already started me a list for what we need from Sam's Club. Is that all that I have in here? It is. So we've got $50, $70, $95, $100 in household. So I told him, I was like, if we can wait until we get back from Florida, I would rather wait, and then I can do a big Sam's Club order. Cleaning. Okay, so my daughter still has not cleaned. There should still be $400 in here, and there is. I have not talked to her about that yet this week, just because we've been so busy. I was busy at work. She was busy. Overall, I didn't even think about it. But I have to discuss with her on whether or not she's going to be able to keep cleaning. The house definitely needs to be cleaned. If she's not going to do it, then either Charlie and I will have to do it, which I really don't have the time to spend like a day every weekend or every other weekend cleaning the house. So I may have to look for someone else, but we'll see how that works out. Sophie does not have any money. She got groomed, and so did Ozzy. So it took all of her money and most of Ozzy's as well. So Sophie this week is going to get $25. And she should be kind of caught up on all of her stuff until her next grooming. Ozzy is going to get $50. He got groomed as well, but I do need to maybe take him into the vet. I'm just going to put a 50 in here for him. So that's going to give him a total of 200. He needs to go, I don't know if he needs to go to the vet or not. I need to get his insulin refilled, and they may make me bring him in because it's been probably, 2 or 3 months since he's went in. And sometimes they just want to do the glucose check to make sure that his levels are where they're supposed to be. What is this? Cats. So the cats are going to get $10 this week, and they have 1, 220, 40, 60, 70, 80. I love that. We should have plenty for the cat's vet appointment that will be coming up in January. Emergency this week is going to also get $10. I'll put a couple of 5s. They were short on 10s, of course, when I went to the bank. So I have a lot more 5s than 10s. So we got 1, 2, 320, 40, 60, 75, 80. 380 in my little emergency fund. And then for vacation, which is going to be emptied out soon, vacation is getting $30 this week. So we'll do a 20 and 2 5s. $1,000 was my goal, so let's see what I need to put in next week to make that goal. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 920, 40, 50, 5, 60. Look at that, 960. So I need to put in, what, $40 next week? Woohoo! I will probably put in some extra 5s and 1s next week, which may sound a little weird, but I need money for some tips. I don't want to take all large bills. Mostly large will be fine, but we do need money for tips. Subscriptions this week is going to get $20, and that gives us 1, 20, 40, 60, 70. Which, if you remember, I did have more than that, but Sam's Club did charge my card $110, and I did take that out this week to pay that bill. Taxes this week is going to get $50. So we'll go ahead and put a 50 in here. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $750, $800 for taxes this year. And that is going to complete our high priority sinking funds. Now let's move on to the purple binder, our low priority. Okay, so beauty this week is going to get $20. And I definitely need to probably take 100 of this with me. I need to go get my nails done before we go to Florida, so I'm going to try to go get that done one afternoon this week. So I will be taking $100 of this out because I'll get a pedicure also. So we got 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200 in beauty. And then clothing this week is going to get $20. So we got 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60. Now, I am taking $1,000 with me to Florida. We will probably do some shopping while we're down there. We'll get groceries, we'll go out to eat, all of that stuff. If I kind of go over that budget and have to charge something to my card or whatever for like clothes, if we do a lot of clothes shopping, because sometimes we can find some good deals when we're down there, then I will come back and make a deposit and pay that off on my credit card. Gifts has a 0 because I've spent every last penny on Athena's birthday gift. So we need to put $50 in here, and I would rather put a $50 bill, but I just put the last one into taxes. Oh well, it's fine. I will do it. I can fix that during my next condensing. So we've got 20, 45, 50 in gifts. She got an iPad, she got clothes, she got a backpack, she's got shoes. Mimi has went all out and got her a ton of stuff. Christmas is going to get $25. And then I definitely need to up my Christmas fund after I get back from vacation because I want to have 2,000. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 20, 40, 65, 70. So 1,070. So I've got $930 to go between now and really like the 1st of December is when I need to have that money. So I need to sit down and see how many more weeks are left and what I need to save. Okay, so grandkids are going to get $5. So they have 20, 40, 50, 65, 70. I don't really know at what point I will stop putting money in this envelope. Maybe once I get to 100 or something, because I do put money into their bank accounts. Tech this week is going to also get $25. So Tech has 1, 200, 250, 270, 295, 300. Fabulous. And then furniture is going to get $20 this week. So furniture has 1, 220, 40, 60, 80, 320 in furniture. I've been thinking about all of this money in my sinking funds and kind of what my plan is coming up towards the end of the year. And I will possibly clean out all of my envelopes and put all of my sinking fund money into an account and kind of start over next year. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. What would you do? This will be my first full year that I have done the cash stuffing. So renovations only has $100. What happened to all my money in there? Oh, I know. I had to fix my HVAC unit. And then we also had that other work done. So renovations is going to get $20 this week. Wait, I don't really like that one. Oh, well, it's okay. Renovations is going to get 20, so that gives them 120. And then luxury is going to get $25. So 25 in luxury. And that's 100, 200, 250, 270, 295, 300. And that takes care of all of the sinking funds. Now we get to move on to my favorite part, which is savings challenges. And do I want to start with the 100 envelope challenge? I honestly don't know if I want to put any money in the 100 envelope challenge this week. Maybe I'll skip it this week, and then I will do at least 2 envelopes next week. Let's skip her this week. Let's just go ahead and do our regular savings. So for our 5K savings, we are on August, and week number 2 is going to get $40. And is this the purple that I chose? Maybe. So let me color in this $40. Okay, beautiful. Let's see, do I have any prettier 20s? 20, 40. So that gives me 120, 40, 60 for August so far. And we will say 485, but August is a magic month because I get paid 3 times and Charlie gets paid 5. I love my 5K challenge. I'm definitely going to put one together for next year. She just might be a little bit cuter, and I might spread the numbers out a little bit differently. But, okay, 20K challenge. I've got 20K over here. The Way to 20K. This is one of my favorites. Am I going to finish a card today? I am. Woohoo! This should give me $2,000 in here, and then I will be so excited for my cash condensing because I will be able to put money into my long-term savings, which is my goal. Okay, so we've got 200s. That's all I've got left in 100s. All right, so let's count this. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $2,000. Fabulous. And let me color this in real quick. Okay, fabulous. That completes card number 3. Oh, I get to mark that off as well. Let me get my money secured. And because this challenge, you got to be in this one for the long haul, to be honest, because this takes quite a while to save up $20,000. At the rate I'm going, it'll probably take 2 full years, but that's okay. All right, that completes The Way to 20K. Okay, let's jump into our binder here, and then I need to grab my little savings cards. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm back. I got my savings card here. So let's see what I want to save this week. What did I budget? So I did budget $86 to do the 43 and then the 43. So let's get our money. 20, 40, 60, 80, 586, and let me grab my blue and yellow markers. We'll use these 2 alcohol markers. I love these. I have some more downstairs. I need to bring them up so I have more colors. Okay, fabulous. Got that done. So let's move that out of the way and then see how much we have saved so far. All right, that gives us 1, 220, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 425, 30, 1, 2, and 3. $433. That's what I like about this little challenge. It just seems to go pretty quick, in my opinion. So, got $400 and something already. Just started that, what, in July maybe? So, 2 months. Well, 1.5 months. We're only halfway through August. Almost at April. Okay, we've got our Fridays challenge, which last week I did do the 1st and the 8th, which was this Friday. So, do I want to go ahead and do the 15? Let's see what else I have to do. I keep saying I'm going to re-sticker this, and I have not done that yet. I definitely need to do that. Okay, so let's do... I'll skip the Fridays. We'll catch that up next week. No, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the 15. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 15. Let me mark that off. And then we will scratch off 1 August here. Which one do we want to do? Let's do the last one. Let me make sure y'all are in frame. Okay, let's do this last one here. Uh-oh, I got the B. This one is the double the B. So this one will be $10 times 2. Okay, not bad. So $20. Let me vacuum that. And by the way, if you hear anything, my black cat Maya just jumped up here on the side of the table. So just be warned, she may make an appearance. So $20 for that one. And then let's go ahead and do a cherry. Let's do this one. Oh no. $30. Woo. Okay, let me vacuum that real quick. That's scaring Maya. She's a very scaredy cat. She is such a scaredy cat. It's so funny. Okay, so $30 there. Okay, so that's definitely going to be plenty for the bookmark challenges. $65. And I'm glad I didn't do the 100 envelope challenge now this week. 20, 40, 65. I am ready to kind of like finish up my puzzle challenge and my other one, so hopefully I have extra money to put in there. So that gives us 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that correct? 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I thought that I counted something as a 10 instead of a 1 or something. I don't know. When you're in the middle of doing these videos, it's very easy to forget exactly what you just said because your mind's thinking, you're trying to think about the cameras, and there's a lot going on, and it's just impossible to remember. Okay, the group play. This is Celissa's group play. Let me grab her card. And I am caught up, so we are on week 5. So this week I just have to put in $13. So I'll do 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I've got extra 5s in here, I mean 1s, I may swap some out. Okay, so let's do 3 5s, and we will take out 2 1s. I just feel like I need a couple of extra 1s for whenever we get to like the savings jar and stuff like that. So we've got 20, 40, 65, 75, 85, 90, 1, 2, and 3. So $93 in the group play. Now if you're playing along with Celissa on her channel, she's also putting the rock, paper, scissors in with hers. Let me check that off so I know that I did it next week. But I'm keeping my rock, paper, scissors in a different binder, so I'm not putting it in there. So that takes care of the high-low group play. Again, this is on Celissa's channel, Beautifully Me and You, and it is a free download. It is blank, so you do have to like follow along and get the numbers from her YouTube videos. She puts them out every Saturday. So for the most basic challenge, let's see, what did I... Okay, so the most basic challenge, I only budgeted $9 for one of those 9s this week. That is fine. We can do that. So we will put in 10 and take out a 1. And let's see. I've got black, green, red. I feel like I have another. Okay, I finally found it. I knew that I had another color, blue, because I bought a 4-pack that had red, green, blue, and black in it. So we'll go ahead and color one of these. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a moment. So now we've got 20, 40, 65, 71, and 2. 72. Did I already count that once? Maybe. And again, these are from Celissa's shop as well. And I always try to have her Etsy shop down in the description box below if you want to check it out. I think that her next Etsy drop is going to be August the 24th, if I remember correctly, if you're interested in snagging any of her challenges. The panda, did I budget anything? I budgeted $10 for the panda this week. Let's see what we've got here. Well, I guess we will just do one of these 10s. And I don't really know why I'm using an expo, because this one is not one that I can reuse, but it's okay. Okay, so the panda needs $10, so we'll do 2 5s. So that's 20, 35, 41 so far in this little challenge. That's why I always like to say every dollar adds up, even these little extras like this. It's such a sweet thing to put those in with your orders and stuff. So, and I have her little avocado one to do after I complete this one. All right, that's going to take care of this binder. Now we are going to do the flower scratch off because I completely forgot about it last week, if you remember. Because I was more focused on finishing round 3 of the Buzz Around Challenge. And did I clean off the Buzz Around Challenge and set it up for round 4? We've got to do that. I don't know if I have any money to go into that one this week. Maybe I buzz around. Maybe I budgeted $20. Okay, for the flower scratch off. Oh man, did I not do that? Oh, I didn't put my IOU back in there last week because I forgot to do this one. Okay, so I owe $3. So let's take care of that first of all. 1, 2, 3, and let's scratch one and see what we get. We'll just do this one. Ooh, $18. Okay, do I want to do another one? What did I budget in here? I budgeted 15. Okay, let's do one more. Ooh, $15. Okay. So that's what, $33? That's not too bad. That is over the budgeted amount, but if you remember, I did put 21 extra dollars in here from my leftover grocery money. So let me vacuum. Okay, so we need what, $33? 25, 35. Okay, so I'm going to put 35 in and take out 2 ones just because there's a lot of extra ones in there. Although I don't know if I really needed those ones at the end now. We'll see. 25, 35, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $55 in the flower scratch off. So we only have 4 more to scratch this card off. And this one will probably be one that I just kind of do for the rest of the year. And maybe try to finish up by the end of December. It's got several cards in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's got quite a bit in here. I need to get on it. Anyway, at least I remembered it this week. So that is the flower scratch off. Okay, we're going to go ahead and clean up the Buzz Around Challenge, which means that I'm going to have to get some alcohol. Let's see. So for round 3, let's take all of this out and count and make sure. Let me grab my alcohol. Hold one moment. Okay, luckily the alcohol was kind of right behind me. Okay, so let's see here. For round 3, we should have, is it $150 maybe? Let me take these out real quick. Let me speed through this. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 50. So $150 for round 3, which is perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in. And where's my black Sharpie? Let's go ahead and say that we saved $150. So that can be drying. And then I'm actually going to use alcohol because I had some hand sanitizer that I tried on this the very first time that I did it and it didn't work. So I'm just literally going to use rubbing alcohol. And let's see how this works. Okay, fabulous. It's hard to take that Sharpie off for me for some reason, so let me speed through and clean the rest of these. Okay, fabulous. We are ready for round 4, and we're going to do $20 for round 4. So I'm just going to go through and fill these in, just so that it will be ready. If I don't do it now, it won't be done next week either. Okay, fabulous. Now we are ready to stuff one envelope this week. We are only going to do one. I budgeted $20. So $20 is going in for the first round of round number 4. So this one will save whatever 9 times 20 is, 180. So this challenge, depending on how you set it up, can actually save quite a bit. Okay, so that is the Buzz Around challenge, and again, that is a Celissa challenge, so check it out in her Etsy shop. Okay, we are now finally down to our final binder, and I'm super excited to see what we're going to save in our summer savings time today. Let me count and see how much money I have left. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 1, 2, and 3. So $103. That's a pretty good amount. Let me see what I can take care of here. Let me get my calculator. If I did the 15, the 12, and the 8, how much is that? 15 plus 12, whoops. 15 plus 12 plus 8 is $35. Okay, what did I budget for this one? The summer. Okay, so I budgeted 30, so I'm okay with 35. That is fine. Okay, we'll just go ahead and do 20, 35. And let me pick a color for the 4th row. I think I'm going to pick purple. Let me color these 3 in real quick. Okay, beautiful. So let's see how much we have now. We should be a little over halfway through. This saves 300. So we have 120, 40, 50, 60, 75. 175. So just $125 left to finish up the summer savings time. And again, this is a free download down in the description box. Any of y'all are welcome to download it and save along with me for free. So hope you enjoy that. Okay, now we just have a couple of challenges left and just a little bit of money left. So we're going to go ahead and put we'll do $20 into a piece of the puzzle. So we're going to go ahead and color in 2 of the puzzle pieces today and put in $20. All right, fabulous. So that gives us 120, 40, 60, 80, $200. So we were almost halfway through with this one. I'm going to start really putting a lot of money in this one just to try to knock it out. We've completed roll the dice. And then for the diamonds, we're going to go ahead and do 20 in this one as well. And we'll do these 2 colors. Let me color these in. Okay, so we only have 6 more to do on this one, so we are nearing the end of the diamond challenge. And that gives us 120, 40, 55, 60, 160 in this one. And now for the last challenge today is going to be the little savings jar. And let's see what we have left. 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 28. Is there something we can do that totals 28? There's a 28. Haha, looky there. Awesome. Okay, let me color this one in. Okay, so that gives us a total in this one of 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 540, 550, So that's 250, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 265. So that is adding up fairly quick. And that takes, oh, I forgot about the rock, paper, scissors. Oh, well, I'll do that next week too. So, see, I always forget one. It's easy to do. But I hope that you all enjoyed today's cash stuffing video. If you did, please be sure to give me a like, a follow if you like this video and want to follow along with me saving and, you know, kind of budgeting and all of that stuff, then be sure to subscribe. It is free. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, also, if you make it all the way to the end, leave this emoji right here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.